L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 57. You know what it's saying, folks. Once again, I'm being comparable, the often imitated but cannot be duplicated. When they took their style from them, they're elected, they're appointed, street general. All right, and this is powered by L.O.T.S Approved Media. Once again, this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 57. That part. Looks like we got somebody in the building already. Hold up, we got more people in the building already. That boy. Listen, Tyrone Jones in the building. Shout out to that 777 in the building. Who else, man? What else we got here, bro? You guys, as soon as you come in the building, do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section just like Tyrone Jones just did, you heard? Make your presence felt. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. So go ahead and hit the like button. Don't just walk your nasty ass inside the house of the L.O.T.S Approved. You know you guys have bacteria and all types of shit on your feet, right? Wipe your feet on the rug and go ahead and hit that like button. That part. All right, let's close this out. Let's close this intro, this fire-ass intro music out. All right, okay. Listen, man. Once again, let's just bring this shit back. I am the incomparable, all right? I'm off the imitated, but cannot be duplicated. This is one of the most dangerous podcasts known to man, all right? That part. Let me get some horns with that. Hold up. Let's get these shits right. Hold up, I'm getting phone calls. And I'm podcasting right now. Now, you guys, this is a very eventful week, man. I'm happy that we got everybody in the building. For those that are in the building, we're gonna give people a chance to actually come in the building. All right. We're gonna speak about a few things. Shout out to Shaq. Shaq with his new role, vice president at Reebok. All right, Reebok Basketball, as well as Allen Iverson is Shaq is president. Allen Iverson is vice president at Reebok. All right, Reebok Basketball. Also, we're gonna speak about. Let's see what we got here, man. Let's run through our list here. All right. Once again, you guys do me a favor. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be a peeping toms. If y'all don't know what they do to peeping toms, just don't go to jail, and you won't have to find out. All right. Now. G Herb on the South Side. We're gonna speak about G Herb on South Side with the whole chaos at the interview, in which you see South Side. He actually had with that funny Marco, he had the man's Rolex, and he took the man's Rolex and slammed it on the floor and broke the man's Rolex, which they got a lot of backlash for that. Nonetheless, shout out to funny Marco. All right. Gucci Man squashes beef with T.I. So we'll speak about Gucci Man squashing that beef with T.I. That's very big. You know what I mean? Clap it up. Matter of fact, yeah. Clap it up for Gucci Man squashing issues with T.I. All right? That part. Now, listen, also, we want to clap it up for 42 Doug, y'all. 42 Doug has been released out of prison, all right? Looks like this guy, as soon as upon release, he got a great welcoming. And you already know, what's that? It's CMG. The whole, what's the man name again? Gotti, all right? So Gotti blessed the man with some jewelry. Upon his release, we'll speak about that. We'll also speak about Blueface, all right? Blueface, basically shots fired. That part. You guys, Blueface went on an interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, in which he revealed that Megan Thee Stallion gave him some fellatio, oral sex. And he's saying basically this is after the fact that she got shot with Tory Lanez. So we'll speak about that also. All right. You guys, as soon as you come to the building, make sure you guys hit that like button. And make sure you guys share this podcast also. Remember, you guys all have your own flock, right? Every shepherd has his own flock. You got people that admire. You guys share this, and let's get everybody acclimated with this show. That part. Hitting that like button. That part. All right. We'll speak about Adidas and Kanye West grossing over 160 million. All right. Third quarter sales. Shout out to Kanye West. You know what I mean? Let's clap it up for Kanye. That part. All right, we also gonna speak about Jada Pinkett. All right, Jada Pinkett, you know, she's just on fire right now. I don't know if you guys seen it. Jada Pinkett spoke about her selling crack back in the days. Hold up, man. Hold on. That's a no bueno. All right. And I'm looking for the right one right there. All right, so yeah, we'll speak about that also. Let's start off with what's the name? Let's start off with G Herbo. All right, you guys, G Herbo is a drill artist out of Chicago. Now, G Herbo has become recently they have a bromance, him and Southside 808 Southside. That's the producer for Waka Flocka, big time producer, right? He's residing in Miami. He says Miami's his second home. Nonetheless, Mr. Southside and G Herbo went on an interview. They did an interview with Funny Marco. Now, if you guys don't know Funny Marco is a guy, I deem him to be very funny. All right. He has that dry sense of humor, that Seinfeld type of sense of humor. It's becoming more trending now. I see that's that same girl, Bobby Altoff. She does the same type of dialogue, right? Nonetheless, the guy took the opportunity to have Southside and G Herbo come on the show. Now, during the show, the unexpected happened, right? It seems like Southside and G Herbo were a little bit mad at Funny Marco. We don't know what transpired, what caused that to go left, but the interview basically went left, extremely left. That's left, that's right, left. All right. Nonetheless, throughout the interview, he trying to shit out of Funny Marco. Now, you guys keep in mind, Funny Marco, this is his platform, so I don't think he expected to be ridiculed like that. I don't think he expected to get played out like that. But nonetheless, they ran their two-step. They did their two-step. So 808 Mafia and G Herbo, they double-teamed Funny Marco. All right? And at one point, it seemed where they had Funny Marco's Rolex. And G Herbo, I think he passed it to 808. When 808 had the Rolex, you guys seen the behind the scenes, he actually took the man's Rolex, in which he slams the man's Rolex on the floor. A Rolex. Now, according to them, this is a $30,000 watch. It's a $30,000 Rolex, right? So most of us would have been fire hot. The average person would have jumped out of his seat and then went in the man's jaw. But shout out to Funny Marco, man. We gotta give a shout out to Funny Marco showing that poise, all right? Showing exercising restraint, extreme restraint. Now, Funny Marco, like I said, he didn't respond like the typical way that somebody would respond, with violence, all right, with force. The man sat there and he actually endured the whole ridicule, the whole process of them ridiculing him and attacking him, basically attacking him verbally and actually taking his watch and breaking his watch, right? But nonetheless, like I said, I was surprised by the way he reacted to everything. So we got to give a shout out to Funny Marco, and that's a lesson. It's a lesson, right? He didn't compromise his show. He didn't compromise the content, because he still uploaded the content. So that's a reflection of this man's character. So shout out to Funny Marco, all right? Let's clap it up for Funny Marco at that. All right. Now, on the other side of that, Southside, you already know Southside got some ridicule. If you guys go to Southside page, Southside people are going crazy in Southside's comment section. You know what I mean? They basically saying that they picked on Funny Marco. Now, this nigga Southside, listen, don't shoot the messenger. All right, Southside 808. You guys don't know that's Young Miami's baby father. All right, now I think he's originally from Atlanta. Like I said, he's a celebrity producer, but he resides in Dade County, Miami to be exact. And just to make you guys familiar with him, at one point the man went as far as to say he runs Miami. Let me say this again. At one point, 808 Mafia said that he ran Miami. Now, obviously, he got a bad response to that. Even Trick Daddy had to chime in and speak up for the man. All right. Also, another situation. All right. 808 Mafia had a little beef with Kodak Black. Because you know Kodak Black was, I think he was courting Young Miami. At one point, they were an item. Or I guess he was working on it, right? Nonetheless, it seems like 808, he got her and he got her pregnant and they have a child now. But Kodak Black has some words for Young Miami in which he chimed in. What I'm trying to say is 808 Mafia is nothing but controversy. Every time I hear about the man, Southside. They call him Southside, right? Shout out to everybody in the comment section. That's what's up, all right? Big up to YNW baby in the building, you heard? YNW Roby in the building, Young Miami, that part. Yeah, so we speaking about Juan. We speaking about Young Miami, and we speaking about 808 Mafia and the way he treated Funny Marco during that interview. And like I said, 808 Mafia, he kind of like rubs me wrong, especially when he said he ran Miami. That kind of rubbed me wrong. But nonetheless, the way that the guy's carrying himself, he's highly controversial, you know, and he receives a lot of backlash for the things that he does. And he self-proclaimed that also. So I think he's aware of that. He's conscious of how people perceive him. All right. Like I said, I wasn't fond of how they treated Funny Marco during that interview, but I don't know the reason why they treated him like that. So I'm not going to be quick to judge, right? We can't just run to somebody's aid just because perceivably they look like they're being attacked, right? Because maybe Funny Marco triggered it, but we'll find out. I guess things will reveal itself as time goes on. But nonetheless, shout out to Funny Marco. You know what I mean? Even shout out to G Herbo. Now, some saying that G Herbo did this for the fact that G Herbo is about to go to prison. If you guys don't know, G Herbo, this is Ari's. This is Ari's baby father. Ari's currently with Moneybagg Yo. All right, so now G Herbo, credit card fraud, identity theft, whatever the man got charged with, he's gonna do time. I think he's gonna do 5 to 6 years. All right, so this might lead you to believe that he's doing this on the heels of that court case, and that's the reason why he went off on Funny Marco, right? You know, he might be preparing himself to get locked up. He's not in a happy mood right now. You know, you're gonna have to probably get a little bit aggressive, right? Ain't too much love in your heart right now. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, yeah, shout out to G Herbo. You know what I'm saying? I hope, pray that you do good on that bid and you come home, you get back to your rightful position. All right, and shout out to Marco. And I'm gonna save the shout out for 808 because I'm a skeptic about 808 Mafia. Southside, yeah, I'm a skeptic about him. Like I said, that whole beef that he had with Kodak, in which he did apologize to Kodak. He even had issues with P. Diddy. All right, 808 Mafia, man, we got our eyes. I'm watching him. You know what I mean? And I don't agree with a lot of things he does. But nonetheless, we ain't gonna stay too long on it. Like I said before, shout out to Funny Marco just for being a boss and being able to handle that ridicule and still show poise. All right. Now, let's move right along. You guys do me a favor, as soon as you come in the building, hit that like button, all right? Don't be a ninja watcher. It's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. It's a hater. And you definitely don't want to be no peeping Tom, all right? I was sick last week. I'm happy that everybody's in the building this week, all right? Obviously, it's like night and day today. Feel way more energy, all right? We do want to speak about, I want to speak about Shaq, all right? But I'm going to hold that one for that. We're going to speak about Shaq. Let's speak about Gucci Mane. All right, you guys. Let's clap it up for Gucci Mane. Let's give a shout out for Gucci Mane receiving his own day in Atlanta. All right, 10/17 is officially Gucci Mane's day in Atlanta. All right. All right, you guys, I'm a big fan of Gucci Mane. First of all, since his release, he's been doing great. All right, he's the most consistent rapper since being released from jail. I've never seen nobody perform that great coming out of jail since Tupac. All right, so shout out to Gucci Mane nonetheless. But you guys are, as of recently, Gucci Mane has received his own day in Atlanta. All right, it's called it lands on 10/17. If y'all don't know, that's the name of his label, 10/17. It was a star-studded event. He had a lot of different performers at this event. He threw a show. Amongst the performers was T.I. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Gucci Mane's and T.I.'s history, they haven't been friends, I think, since the inception of Gucci Mane. I'm not sure if Gucci Mane or T.I. ever had a good relationship. All right, but nonetheless, it seems like they've squashed the issues. They squashed the beef. Now, you guys remember, they used to beef about that, who actually established trap music. Now, you guys know T.I., just for side note, T.I. started with the whole trap movement, the whole trap wave. He was the first one that really coined, like, really pushed the phrase. Now, I know he didn't come up with the phrase, all right? But he's the first one that brought it to everybody's attention worldwide. Now, a lot of people, they don't agree with T.I. being the trap king. A lot of people say T.I. doesn't embody trap in its fullness. Then you have your man's Gucci. Now, with Gucci Mane, a lot of people want to replace T.I. with Gucci. They're saying Gucci is the king of the trap. It depends where you at with the argument, right? People have some valid arguments, but me, myself, I'm not a fan of taking people's spot, especially people that are the pioneers, right? So I still agree with T.I. being a pioneer of trap music. Obviously, he has this trap museum in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So he's put in work. But I see why people always take Gucci Mane's side. I see why people always push Gucci Mane to the forefront, because Gucci like represents trap in its entirety. Like he really went hard with the trapping, right? It's either way. You guys could be on Gucci side, you guys could be on T.I. side, but nonetheless, Gucci and T.I. are the trap kings of Atlanta. All right. So you guys, Gucci had a star-studded event. Now I want to go into. I'm pretty sure I want to speak about the actual people that performed at Gucci's event. All right. But let's clap it up for Gucci once more. That part. That part. Gucci Mane got his own day in Atlanta. All right. 10/17. Same as his label. Now let's speak more about this event. Allow me one moment. Yeah, and shout out to 42 Doug being released from prison. All right. Now, you guys, Gucci Mane brought out a legion of Atlanta stars star power at his 10/17 day event concert last night, which included T.I. as the two publicly buried the hatchet right in their own city. Midway through the set, LaFleur invited T.I. to the stage where he performed his homegrown hit 24, The Crowd. All right. 24s, that's how all my partners roll. That part. I'm familiar with that one. Now, which couldn't contain their excitement to see both men on stage at the same time. A source close to the situation tells TMZ, hip-hop, both superstars have long moved past their previous round of diss exchanges from years ago. So shout out to Gucci Mane with the growth, all right? We're not going to stay too long on that, moving right along, but shout out to Gucci Mane in his 10/17 day in Atlanta, because I feel like the man deserves it, all right? Now, moving right along. Let's speak about this 42 Doug, man. Listen, you guys. 42 Doug has officially been released from prison. Now, he did a 17-month bid for a gun charge. All right. He was greeted by CMG. He was greeted by Yo Gotti, in which upon his release, the man got jewelry, man. Listen, man. Listen, when you do time, when you're doing time, it's a cold thing, right? When you come out of jail, the love that you get, it's kind of hard to get back into your rightful position coming out of jail. So it's a great thing to be rewarded with jewelry, right? Expensive jewelry upon your release. It gives you more, it inspires you, right? It gives you that push that you need to put out a new project. So I totally agree with T.I. I'm not T.I., excuse me, with Gotti, just rewarding the man. Shout out to 42 Doug. And some say that 42 Doug is the hardest rapper out of Detroit. Now, some might argue. Some might say T Grizzly, I swear Vizzo. Detroit got a lot of artists, right? But nonetheless, 42 Doug is released, all right? So shout out to 42 Doug. Now, I want to go into this comment section right quick. Shout out to Juan once more. Paul Bizzle in the building. Peace family in the building. Gideon Murray, salute to the boys for showing what maturity can do for you. Facts, man. Shout out to Gideon Murray in the building, all right? Once again, Tyrone in the building too. Now, you guys, we're not going to stay too long on that. Let's just move right along, moving right along. Now, I want to speak about this. I want to speak about Shaq. All right, you guys, Shaq has become the president of Reebok Basketball. And they also appointed Allen Iverson as the vice president of Reebok Basketball. We got to clap that up, all right? Black excellence, all right? It's called progression. Hold up. All right, so now it seems like Shaquille O'Neal signed his first endorsement deal as president of Reebok Basketball. Now he signed this girl from LSU, which is what's her name? Angel Reese. All right, so Angel Reese. Let me just read this whole thing. LSU women's basketball star Angel Reese signed a name, image, and likeness deal with Reebok and will become the company's new brand ambassador at the Tigers. Get ready to defend their national title. The Tigers. All right. Now, Reebok made an announcement on Tuesday and simultaneously released a Reese collection of shoes and athletic wear. Now, you guys, once again, shout out to Angel Reese, first of all. All right. And once again, shout out to big up to Shaq on being the new president of Reebok Basketball, and shout out to Allen Iverson on that vice president position. But let's speak about Angel Reese now. Now, you guys know Angel Reese, that's the LSU girl. This girl, we gotta watch this girl. I think she's gonna really revolutionize women's sports, especially in the basketball arena. She's getting a lot of offers that most women don't get. I think I see that she's very comfortable with being on camera. So shout out to her. I've never seen a woman that's a woman basketball player that moves with so much grace. And might you add, she's very pretty. We got to give it up to her. And she's comfortable with being feminine. So she's not your conventional woman basketball player or woman sports player, right? But let's just stick with basketball. Like I said, she's feminine. And basketball can be a rough sport, but she's still feminine. And she's a bit glamorous, right? I think she is pretty. I think most people say she's pretty. But nonetheless, she is revolutionizing women's basketball. I think she's going to have a lot more endorsement deals, right? And I think, like I said, she's going to kick down the door. There's going to be a lot of women that are going to follow in her footsteps, because I think a lot of women are under the misconception because they're playing a sport that's aggressive. Basketball is aggressive. There's a finesse to it, right? But it is slightly aggressive. You got to work out and do things of that nature. It's a competitive sport. But she's showing, what Angel Reese is showing you, that you still can be feminine playing basketball as a woman. So I gotta salute her, man. Shout out to Angel Reese with her new Reebok deal provided through Shaquille Onela. Now, it seems like her and Shaq have developed some type of friendship, right? We got to big up to Shaq just for reaching out to her. Shout out to Shaq and all, man. Shaq is amazing what he does. Shaq is a person that he's not just a commodity. I think Shaq is one of the top endorsed athletes ever, right? But nonetheless, what he contributes to just the sports industry. Shaq brings a lot. Shaq does commercials. Shaq has his own marketing company, which he comes up with the commercial. So he's not just playing the role. He's actually the one who's designing the script for the commercial. So we got to give a shout out to Shaq. And once again, shout out to Angel Reese. She's kicking down a lot of doors, and she's changing a lot of stereotypes about women's basketball. And she's a first. She's a first. And hopefully she can more women will follow behind her. All right. And yeah, once again, shout out to Allen Iverson on that vice president position. All right. And I think I had a pair of Shaqs and I had a pair of Allen Iversons. I had them Shaqs, them Reebok black tops, right? I think Shaq endorsed those. And I used to have them Allen Iversons. So I'm a person that I'm an advocate of Reebok still. All right? And we used to wear our gangster Rees too. So shout out to Reebok. Hopefully they can bring Reebok back up to par and Reebok can compete with Nike once again, because Reebok has been missing in action. All right. Reebok has a lot of classics. You know, they still selling the Iversons. The Iversons are still selling. You can see on Joe Budden podcast with Ice Freeze. That's one of the co-hosts. The man be having every color pair of Allen Iversons out there. I didn't even know that they made that many color patterns of the Allen I's. You know what I mean? The AIs. But nonetheless, shout out to Reebok, man. Shout out to Reebok. They back in the game. That part. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, hit that like button, all right? Once again, I'm the incomparable, the author imitated but cannot be duplicated, the one they took their style from, the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. This is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Welcome to episode number 57. That part. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. Like I always say, don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. That's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, if you confuse why I'm looking back and forth, that's a peeping time. And if you don't know what a peeping time is, and if you are peeping time, try to not go to jail, because you don't want to see what they do to peeping times in jail. All right. So hit that like button. Once again, we call this wiping funeral rug. Hit the like button. That's the thumbs up. All right. Just don't walk your ass inside the house of the L.O.T.S approved. Wipe your feet. You got bacteria and mud and dirt on your feet, right? So show your respects in the house of L.O.T.S approved and hit that like button. Now, shout out to Juan. Let me read this comment section. Ace Hood's song was a solo act for my reasoning. So let's just stick to the basketball, Young Miami. Okay. I'm a little bit confused, brother. I'm not sure about that one, but we definitely speaking about that basketball and that Young Miami. All right. Now, moving right along. Let's see what we got up next, man. What else we got here, brother? All right. Blueface. Now, you guys, I want to speak about Blueface. Oh, man. Shots fired. Hold up. Shots fired for Blueface. Yo, listen. Blueface is on fire right now, man. I'm a big how you say, I'm an advocate for Blueface. I'm a Blueface supporter. All right, he's interesting. Nonetheless, don't shoot the messenger. Now, you guys, I know you've been watching this whole fiasco going on with Blueface and Krayshawn. So they've been getting a lot of promo, a lot of interviews as of lately, right? I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with Hollywood Unlocked, Mr. Jason Lee. All right, one of them gossip guys. Well, nonetheless, Blueface and the wifey, Jaden Alexis, went to get an interview. Now, in that interview, at one point, Blueface revealed that him and Megan Thee Stallion hooked up and Meg gave him some oral sex. Listen, my G, hold up, man. Hold up. Wait one moment here. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. That's what I'm looking for. Listen, this is the key point. The man said that Megan Thee Stallion gave him some oral sex after she was shot by Tory Lanez. I'm still thrown back by this, right? Every time I hear more things about Megan Thee Stallion, it throws me off. And at one point, I'm to the point where I'm trying to pray for, I think we need to pray for Megan Thee Stallion, all right? Because apparently when Megan Thee Stallion lost her mom, she kind of lost her mind too, right? Because it seems like Megan Thee Stallion is getting around. And for a couple days after, and there's a lot to reveal. All right, so she got shot. Let's wheel this back. Megan Thee Stallion got shot by Tory Lanez. And after she got shot by Tory Lanez, there's two gentlemen that came out and said that they had some type of sexual transaction with her, right? Some type of intercourse, whether it be oral or just be penetration. Now, remember what's the name said? The baby said that he had sex with Meg after I think she got shot, right? So now you have Blueface saying that he got head from Meg after she got shot. I think like 2 or 3 days after. Now this is all on Jason Lee's show. You guys get a chance, check out the interview with Blueface and his baby mama on Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked. All right. And like I said, we might have to pray for Megan Thee Stallion. We just might have to pray for her because it seems like she's out there. Like we like to say, she's out here. You know what I mean? Big up to her. We ain't gonna stay too long on that. All right. Moving right along. What else we got here, bro? Let me see. All right. Shout out to Coi Leray. Coi Leray talking about getting her breasts done. The irony is Coi Leray said that she wanted to get her breasts done, but she originally said that she wasn't getting no operation. And I'm still rooting for her. But one thing I did like about Coi Leray, and one thing I do like about Coi Leray, she's organic with the way people perceive her. She doesn't have the conventional body. Coi Leray is very slim, right? And it was kind of hard to watch at first, but I got to give credit to Coi Leray. She actually made me appreciate her body. And this is what we got to take. This is what we have to learn this, right? How we look at beauty in our society. She kind of changed the way we look at beauty in our society. Because we have a depiction of what we think beauty is, right? But remember what they say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So she dispelled a lot of misconceptions about beauty with her body composition. She's very slim. But nonetheless, she's talking about getting her breasts done now. So some would say it's a sign of insecurity. I don't know how you guys would feel about that. But I'm still rooting for her. But I liked it when she was pushing that agenda about not getting her body done. I think in the future, less women are going to be getting their body done. I think it's going to be more trending. Because at this point, women with big asses, there's so many women that are getting their ass done that it's less attractive. All right. I see a lot of women that get their body done, and you know how we say they got the chicken legs. The legs don't match the ass. All right. We see that. We see that a lot. And that's one of the perils of getting your ass done, getting your body done, getting that getting those implants, whether it be fat transfer or silicone. All right. Nonetheless, shout out to Coi Leray. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with her, but we still support her. You know what I mean? And I just like the message that she used to send out originally, man. Coi Leray had a great message, all right? And like I said, she changed my opinion of beauty, right? So she made me look, what I'm trying to say is Coi Leray made me look at slim girls again. Yeah, she did. Shout out to her. All right. Listen, you guys, Antonio Brown Now you guys know Antonio Brown running around with Kanye West, NFL player, Miami home team, was arrested recently. Now let's see what's going on. All right, Antonio Brown arrested in front of his home in Dania Beach for neglecting to pay $15,000 in child support. He eventually paid his debt and was released and was already responding to his baby mother upon release from jail. So I don't know if you guys seen the rant that he was on. All right, he was on a rant, man, and I'm a little bit confused. Now, last time I checked, Antonio Brown is rich. He got money. So I'm confused as to why would he have a $15,000 debt on child support. Now, of course, it's not my business, but at the same time, you made it our business when it went on the internet. And also, me as a black man, I'm always skeptical about this whole child support thing. Because keep in mind, when you have child support, they can take your license, all right? Obviously, you could be incarcerated and things of that nature, in which he was incarcerated, but he was released. But I'm still scratching my head as to why would that even be out there when knowing that you could have paid that 100 times over. Literally, the man could have paid that 100 times over. If you see, he already responded to his baby mother. I think he's in his penthouse. He's showing off his house, the lavish house that he's in. But with all those lavish things, it's a bit contradictory to actually who you are. You get money, you're an NFL player, and you're going to jail for child support, $15,000. It's not a good look, but maybe there's more to the story. Maybe there's more to the story. All right, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you come in the building. Listen, Juan said millionaire. Facts, he's a millionaire. All right, let me pull up some of these comments here. That's a fact. That's a fact. He's a millionaire. Hold up. Okay, agreed. We all appreciated nice big asses a lot more when it was less common. Facts, though. Listen, when women had less fat asses, it was very uncommon. So it was unique to see, and it was kind of rare, right? So we more appreciated it. Now I barely appreciate a woman with a fat ass. Like, I'm lying. I still appreciate it, but when I see women getting their ass done and the whole package is not complete, I'm have less and less appreciation for that. All right. So what I'm trying to say is I don't look towards women that got fat asses no more. I don't just look for that particular. I'm interested in women that don't have so much fat asses. Now you can have a little bit of ass. I'm not saying have a flat ass, but you don't have to have that exaggerated bump in the back. All right. Shout out to all the ladies, you heard? Natural's coming back. That part. All right. Moving right along. All right, you guys. YNW Melly. YNW Melly, one of my favorite artists. I got murder on my mind. Now, YNW Melly has recently received 6 additional charges. All right. You already know he had tampering with the witness. The mother, seemingly, I don't know if the mother, well, the daughter had a warrant. She wanted to actually come in and speak in court. But the reason she said she didn't come speak in court because she had a warrant. And I think they've lifted her warrant as of recently, right? And it seemed like the mother was on YNW Melly's side. But contrary to what we was thinking, there was some texts that were released. And it showed that, I don't know what to say, but the texts were, I wish I could pull up the texts for you guys. But I'm just going to paraphrase. The mother said that, what the mother saying? The mother was saying that she knows what Melly did. All right. Apparently, I think Melly and them would allegedly, they were saying that Melly put pressure on the daughter. I guess the mother was under that impression. We got to be real careful with this, right? Because there's still court going on, right? And I don't want to influence this case at all. But nonetheless, the mother allegedly said that they were putting pressure on the daughter. I'm paraphrasing now. And it seems like she was not, she wasn't fond of that. And maybe there was some fear involved there. Allegedly. But nonetheless, Melly has been hit with 6 additional charges. All right. So Melly's case is not looking that great. But once again, I'm not qualified to say certain things because I'm not a lawyer. And we hoping that in his case, things still turn out for the better for him. Here, let me tell you something, man. Just because somebody kills somebody, that doesn't mean that they're wrong. And I'm not saying that's what took place. But on this platform, we just don't condemn people. We don't persecute people before they get their due chance in court. All right. So that's the reason why you have courts and you have judges and you have jurors, right? So these people could wrestle with the idea and find out whether this man is responsible or not. So I don't want to condemn YNW Melly. I understand what took place. I understand the degree of the crime. All right, it's murder. It's a double murder. But still, at the same time, we got to keep in mind we don't know all the details. So I'm not going to condemn YNW Melly. So shout out to Melly. Shout out to YNW Portland. That's his partner. A lot of people forgot about Portland, but shout out to him too. And there was Portland. I think Portland had this paper, but they confiscated this paper that Portland had. Portland seemingly, I don't know if he saw the jurors, but Portland knew how to describe all the jurors. He had a diagram of the jurors, I guess, where they're sitting, right? And he also has he described each juror in this diagram, right? There's a lot of things that's popping up in this YNW Melly case. Like I said, it's not looking that great. And I'm still confused to how this man was getting prosecuted. How's he going to trial twice? Now, I'm not a lawyer, but it still don't make sense. It was a hung jury. Now they brought the man back twice and they hit him with 6 more charges. Was there any manipulation involved in that? I'm skeptical about that. How that man just got hit with 6 additional charges. What was the difference between the last time that he went to trial versus the weeks following? It's a big difference with 6 different new charges, man. But nonetheless, shout out to YNW Melly. Shout out to Portland also. All right. On behalf of L.O.T.S approved media. That part. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you come in the building, hit that like button. And I need you guys to share this also. Like I said, you guys have your own flock. Share this with your flock. All right. You got people that admire you. And let's get everybody acclimated so everybody can enjoy this experience. Like I said, I was sick this week. I'm going to be coming on time now. Pause. I'm going to be coming on time now, 7 o'clock. I went on like 7:17. All right. So I'm seeing that when I'm going on at different times, people are a little bit confused as to when I go on. So we're going to try to be more consistent so we can have more people in the building. That part. All right. Now, bada bing, bada bang. Moving right along. Let me see what Tosh sent me here. Tosh got some things here that she sent me also. Okay. Also, we're gonna speak about Jeezy. All right. Apparently Jeezy's getting a divorce. All right. And the wife, Jenny, I forgot how to pronounce her name, but the wife, I think she's trying to salvage the marriage. The Chinese girl he's married to, the Oriental girl. All right. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And we're gonna speak about Jada Pinkett also. And we gotta speak about Tekashi locked up. All right. But let me see here. I want to pull up something here. Hold up. Shout out to Wale on that new deal with Def Jam. And let's speak about this Jeezy. All right, so now Jeezy is finally breaking the silence on his divorce from Jenny Mai. I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if I butcher her, all right? Now, saying the call to pull the plug wasn't an easy one, but his love for his estranged boo isn't lost. In a statement given to TMZ, Jeezy says the decision to end the chapter in my life was not made impulsively and comes with a heavy heart. Despite this, my love and respect for Jenny remains, and the time we spent together holds a cherished place in my heart. He continues, our beautiful daughter is the best gift from our relationship, and I'm committed to assuring she feels the love and stability she deserves. Now, I need to read a little bit faster, but sometimes I really be trying to understand it. So, Jeezy speaking about it. He says he still loves his wife, and the wife wants to salvage the marriage. So we don't know how this is going to end, but our prayers is with them. You know what I mean? This is about Black excellence, you guys. We're about marriage. We condone marriage, right? We support marriage. We support that unity between man and woman, especially in the Black community. A lot of us are born in single parent homes. So obviously this is a concern. This is one of my concerns, all right? So if you guys see me, I'm a big supporter of marriage. Any of my friends that are married, I always show my admiration for them, right? And like I said, I grew up in a single parent home, so I know what it is to actually have 2 parents in a family structure and have a good family structure, because more than likely, if you have 2 parents in the home, the kids are going to be more healthy mentally. All right. And they're probably going to accomplish more also. Now, you got certain isolated cases like LeBron James, single parent home, and you end up in the NBA. It does happen, right? Just because you grow up with one parent, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna be successful. It's just the probability of you being successful in a single parent home is a little bit less than a person who has two parents. All right, that part. L.O.T.S approved media. All right, moving right along. We're gonna run through it now. You guys, Trey Songz. Trey Songz has been sued for sexual assault. Hold up, wait up, man. Wait up. Listen, man. Before I even read this, Trey Songz is always, there's always some association with Trey Songz and women and misconduct with women, allegedly, all right? So I'm going to read this right here because I don't even know what I'm about to read. Hold up. All right. Trey Songz has been used for sexual assault. This after exposing a woman's breasts at a pool party outside a Connecticut casino. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the woman who is suing anonymously as Jane Doe is coming after Trey. His production company, record execs Kevin Liles and Atlantic Records, over the 2013 incident. TMZ broke the story. The woman fired off a demand letter to Trey last year, claiming the rapper pulled her breasts out of her bikini top without consent, exposing her to the crowd as a Foxwoods Liquid Sundays with Trey Songz event, providing video of the ordeal. All right, man. Listen, that was a little bit better with the reading. I'll be reading though. I just try not to read slow. For some reason, I read slow, I start messing up. Got to keep up the pace. Now, listen, I don't know what's going on with Trey Songz. I don't know if this is a prior incident or this is a recent incident, but Trey Songz, he's always associated with some type of sexual misconduct with women. Trey Songz's name, every time I hear Trey Songz's name, there's something going on and it sounds incriminating. Let me tell you something, man. I hope Trey Songz ain't going to be an R. Kelly. I hope Trey Songz in the future is not a person that's going to be persecuted, brother. Because there's so many things that's going on with Trey Songz that I always see that men that have these cases, right? Let's wheel this back a little bit. All right. Most men that have sexual misconduct cases, they usually buy off the women, right? They settle out of court. But that usually is not the end of it. I see a lot of people that throughout their history of their career, and they keep going to court about these sexual cases, whether it be, I don't even want to say the certain names, but let's just say sexual misconduct, right? Every time I see that, eventually in the future, they get caught up because those are civil cases, right? They're civil. You're paying, not even civil cases. People are trying to prosecute you, and you're settling out of court, right? So you're trying to pay them off. That doesn't necessarily say, that doesn't mean that it didn't actually happen, allegedly, right? We're going to still use the word alleged. That doesn't mean that it didn't actually happen. But I'm seeing in the future, such as like, I'm going to give you examples, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all right? Russell Simmons. These gentlemen always had something in their background with women throughout their whole career, right? But the thing is, why we don't prosecute them and why we don't think about it is because the information is suppressed. All right. So they settle out of court. And when you settle out of court, I guess you have these certain type of stipulations with that, a certain agreement while you settle out of court, right? To the point where this thing is suppressed. But, and also, side note, Dwight Howard. All right. Dwight Howard is another one of them. But this is always something with kids with him. But the point I'm trying to make is, when that information gets suppressed, it seems like in the future they still get caught up by it. And I'm hoping that this is not the case for Trey Songz, because I'm hearing a lot about Trey Songz, y'all. A lot about Trey Songz. All right. But nonetheless, for now, we're gonna shout out Trey Songz, but I'm holding that shout out still. I might be an Indian giver and take that shout out back, because we don't condone abusing women here on this platform. That part. All right. Now, moving right along. Hold up, swole up. Now, you guys, Wale, shout out to Wale with his new Def Jam deal. I guess he didn't have a home. You know what I mean? Wale, he's an artist that he's not your conventional artist. You know what I mean? But Wale has a following behind him. But like I said, he's not your conventional artist. You know what I mean? And just shout out to him with his new Def Jam deal. Let's speak about this per TMZ. All right. Wale announced his return to music earlier this week. Shockingly, he has the last official release for 2 years ago. But shockingly, he hasn't had a release since 2 years ago. but his time away has been blossomed into a new label deal with Def Jam Recordings. Sources close to the album about nothing. Rapper informed TMZ Hip Hop. He signed with the storied label several months ago, and it will be instrumental in navigating the next facet of his career, including the new track he's dropping Friday. So you guys look out for that Wale track that's dropping on Friday, because we support Wale here too. All right, used to be part of MMG. You know we big on MMG on this side. All right, now we're told that Wale is excited about his new situation, but this isn't his first rodeo, and he doesn't want to do much disruption on social media to blur the fans' listening experience. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means, but still, shout out to Wale, man. Let's get some horns for Wale. Shout out to Wale, man. Big up to Wale. All right, what else we got here? All right, let's talk about some Megan Thee Stallion. We're gonna show Megan Thee Stallion some love. It's not like I don't got love for Megan, you know what I mean? But for some reason, I don't always believe Megan's her story. I don't always believe Megan's story, her theme that she tries to paint, that her narrative that she tries to paint, right? But once again, we don't condone anybody here, so we got to show. This is an unbiased platform, all right? So even if I don't like a person, I'm still going to speak about them, and if they deserve their credit, I'm going to give them their flowers, all right? Now, Megan Thee Stallion recently told fans her next album will be an indie effort. Wow, and that's no cap. Let's give a shout out. Shout out to that indie effort and her years-long battle with her record label, 1501 Certified, and its boss, Carl Crawford, is now over. So now she's no longer with 1501. All right, y'all remember that long battle in court that she was going with her prior label. All right, now she's with Roc Nation. Okay, now Billboard reported on Thursday that both Megan and 1501 will amicably part ways. And in 3 years of back and forth swipes on social media, the two parties started going at in 2020. The WAP rapper cited repeated attempts by the Houston-based label blocking her release. Blocking her from releasing music and fulfilling her contracts. All right. So basically, she's trying to say that they were blocking her and trying to stop her from fulfilling her contract. I got to stop right there. So what she's accusing, she was accusing Mr. Crawford, Carl Crawford, of trying to block her release. He's trying to slow down her release because the more albums that she released, obviously she's on a trajectory to fulfill her contractual agreement. She has a certain amount of albums that she has to produce. But at the same time, now he can't milk the cow if she's just coming out with music so fast. All right, there's a reason I stopped. That's the same thing that Tupac was doing. That's why Tupac dropped so much music in that time with Death Row, because he's trying to fulfill those contractual agreements so he can move on. All right, and a lot of artists do that. Now, no word if either party paid out any money to the end of the deal, but Crawford softened his stance on Megan earlier this year after Tory Lane's guilty verdict for shooting her. All right, so it seems like her prior label, Mr. Crawford, this is the guy that was down with the guy out of Rap-A-Lot Records, Mr. Jay Prince. All right, this is Jay Prince's comrade. So it looks like Jay-Z and Roc Nation got their hands on Meg Thee Stallion. So Meg Thee Stallion found it was her best interest to leave 1501, which is Mr. Crawford's label. In which there was a problem there. There was a back and forth that was going on during the court proceedings, but it looks like it's come to an end at this point. So shout out to Meg Thee Stallion on her new deal. Not even her new deal. It's not even a new deal. She's independent. So she's going indie. And this is going to be great to see. Shout out to Meek Mill going indie. It looks like it's trending in hip hop, and I'm loving that. I'm loving it. All right. So Meek Mill, you see Meek Mill just did a new project with Rick Ross. So Rick Ross and Meek Mill just reunited again. All right, and this project is independent. Shout out to Meek Mill on that new song. That bitch is fire. Shout out to that single that they dropped with that Kobe and Shaq and Kobe. Fire. All right. So Meek Mill and Ross got a new project out, and it's independent. All right. So Meek Mill's getting his just dues, getting all the revenues. All right. And it looks like Mrs. Megan Thee Stallion is following in his footsteps. I don't know if she was aware of him going independent, but nonetheless, that's a great idea. All right, definitely a great idea. Now, you guys, like I said before, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Don't walk inside here without hitting that like button. Wipe your feet on the rug. All right, make sure you guys are subscribing. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel. You heard? Make sure you guys are turning your notification bells on. So anytime I go on, you guys get notified. When you guys get a chance, check out this new content we dropping called Raise the Frequency. Let me know how you guys feel. If you guys have any subjects that you want to speak about. You know, a lot here we speak about current events, but Raise the Frequency is going to be some conscious subjects. It's all about becoming your better self, raising your vibration, right? Evolving into that person that you want to be. All right, and being less destructive. So I need you guys to go ahead and chime in and go ahead and share that and get a chance. Check it out. Check it out on the channel. Now, we got here, you guys. Hold up, swallow up. All right, let's speak about Soulja Boy. I know you guys see Soulja Boy tripping. Soulja Boy is always tripping, and the same as usual, right? Let's speak about it. This is from TMZ. Soulja Boy isn't down to sit back and let his laundry list of rappers first. He disrespected, so he's oh wait. Hold up. All right, let's break this down. Soulja Boy is going at Yachty because Yachty said that he was the first to start streaming. All right, and Soulja Boy said that he's the original person. You know what Soulja say? Soulja says that he's the first to do it. So anybody that's in rap saying that they the first to do it, Soulja gets hot. Like imagine if I said I was the first to podcast, Soulja would call me out. So Soulja Boy's calling Yachty out. So let's repeat this, all right? Soulja Boy isn't down to sit back and let his laundry list of rappers first be disrespected. So he's going off on Lil Yachty for making what is considered treasonous remarks. Yachty recently claimed that he and Post Malone were the first rappers to adopt streaming on Twitch. Now, he's saying that him and Post Malone was the first to actually go on that Twitch platform and start streaming. All right. If you guys are not familiar, Twitch is like a streaming platform for video games. All right, for gamers. And this is where these are some of the biggest streamers in the streaming realm. All right, that's where you have the Case or Not, and a list and a host of other streamers, and they're getting rich off of this. Now, nonetheless, Lil Yachty, he's trying to say that Lil Yachty and was not the first to do this. Now, they use the words erroneous statement because SB's been on Twitch since 2013, all right, as opposed to Yachty in 2016 entry date. So he's trying to say he's on there 3 years prior to Lil Yachty even being on the platform. Soulja hopped out on IG Live and gave Yachty a mouthful of disses with flashing stacks of cash, as usual, and the camera to remind the redhead rapper he comes from old money. He also threw in some homophobic slurs referencing Yachty's painted nails. Drake didn't escape the wrath either, as SB warned he too was skating on thin ice, but he didn't explain the beef any further. So basically, he's aiming at Lil Yachty, all right? He's aiming at Drake also, because you know at the end of the day, if you aim at Yachty, you might as well aim at Drake, all right? Because they best friends at this point. Lil Yachty and Drake are best friends, and they're painting their nails. So if you're going at Yachty, you might as well just go at Drake, and Drake is just gonna be a casualty of war. Straight shots hitting Drake, all right? So once again, shots have been fired. Shout out to Soulja Boy. Y'all know Soulja Boy did it first. Yo, let me address this comment section. All right. Shout out to Giddy. Facts though. Shout out to Young Don in the building. That's my motherfucking whoa. I see you, brother. Let me pull this up right here. Shout out to Make It Happen in the building. That's my whoa. You guys, we're gonna start coming in more. I'm gonna start coming on at 7. I'm trying to be on time. You guys don't kill me because you know I got a life, right? We go live, and you don't know. I haven't missed the live. We've been doing this for a year now. For those that don't know, hold on, let me get some horns for that, man. Followed by some bombs. A whole year in the paint. You know how many people quit it already? Stop doing this. You know how many niggas tried the podcast and they stopped podcasting? You know how many people that are under the impression that they can do this? I want to see a lot of people under the impression that they can do this, all right? Yo, shout out to Ben Burning. Shout out to Planet, goddammit, my partner in crime, because me and Planet started this, you heard? Shout out to my partner in crime, bro. I couldn't have did it without Planet. That part. You know what I mean? Shots fired. Free G5. As always, free G5. Hold up, Solar. Hold up. Big up to Planet in the building. Like I said, you guys, it's a year now. All right. I haven't missed a week. Literally. So remember, we go live. This is not edited, okay? Whatever you get is what you get. If I stutter, if I mess up, if I delay, this is all just is what you guys are seeing. All right. And like I said before, plan to help me start this. We haven't missed a week. I haven't missed a week. Even if you see Planet, even if Planet's not with me, he's in the comment section. So you guys see that we are dedicated, okay? Super dedicated. And just shout out to everybody in the building, man. Big up to Paul Bizzle. Big up to my sis Tosh. You heard? Tosh is the one who gave me some of the topics. You guys get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Support Tosh also. She's doing her thing. All right? She's doing her thing also. Hold up. Now, you guys, like I said before, make sure you guys are hitting that comment section. All right, make sure you guys, listen, let's just run it down. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. And you definitely don't want to be one of these. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a peeping Tom. And if y'all don't know what they do to peeping Toms, don't go to jail. That part. Thank you, guys. Hit them like buttons. Make sure you guys share this. More people should be involved. You guys share this. Like I always say, every shepherd has his own flock. I don't care if you're a bum on the corner. You have your own flock. Everybody's a leader to something. Share this with the people that follow you. Share this with the people that admire you. If you don't know, somebody has admiration for you, right? And they regard your opinion. So share this content for me. Let's get everybody acclimated so everybody can enjoy this experience. You heard? That part. Once again, I'm the incomparable, the author imitated but cannot be duplicated, the one they took their style from, the elected, appointed voice of the streets. And this is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And I am L.O.T.S approved. And this is, I just want to welcome you guys to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 57. We haven't missed a week here. That part. Hold up. Let me get some horns. We haven't missed a week here. Let me get some horns. Hold up. Let me get some gunshots. Gunshots for them pussos. Gunshots, you heard? Also followed by some bombs. That part. We haven't missed a week, y'all. We haven't missed a week. All right? Now, make sure you guys subscribe to that YouTube channel too. I see everybody's on Facebook, but y'all need to be on YouTube. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. And also turn your notification bells on, so every time I go on, you guys will get notified when I drop new content. That part, all right? Yes, sir. We still here, Planet. Planet, we still here, champ. That's my brother right there. You done know. Now, you guys, I want to speak about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine. All right, now. Let me break this down. Tekashi 6ix9ine was recently arrested. All right. The so-called rat was arrested in Dominican Republic. Now, I don't know what he's doing all the way in Dominican Republic, but matter of fact, he's doing a lot of performing outside the skirts of outside of America. So if you guys don't know, 6ix9ine he's kind of like, he's shunned in America, but abroad, nobody cares about 6ix9ine snitching. So 6ix9ine is still able to perform outside of the United States and get love. So hence, you know, he jumped into the Latin market. He's getting he's being well received in the Latin market. Now, on his journey, this man done stole somebody's bitch. All right. There's a guy who goes by the name of Anuel, another big reggaeton artist. Well, he took the man's wife, lady, his girlfriend. All right. As of recently, he was in Dominican Republic. Now, 6ix9ine is in the Dominican Republic. Apparently, some producers, I don't know if these guys are producers or whatever. I'm gonna speak about it in detail, but just to make a long story short, the man got into a scuffle. He brought in some gentlemen and they beat up some niggas in the studio. Now, these niggas that he beat up in the studio, they got all types of bruises. They have facial marks and all that. Apparently, this gentleman called police on him. All right, so 6ix9ine is currently incarcerated right now in the Dominican Republic. All right, and we'll speak a little bit more about 6ix9ine, and this is very interesting because last time I checked, 6ix9ine is a government informant. All right, he's a government informant. So I'm wondering how is he still jumping on niggas' heads, but we'll speak about it. Now, this is per TMZ also. Shout out to TMZ. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine has been arrested in the Dominican Republic after a warrant was put out for his arrest for allegedly unleashing a beatdown on music producers. All right, so he was in the studio. He beat up some music producers. There's two of them gentlemen with fat lips. All right, he did put in some work. All right. Now, according to the police in the Dominican Republic, Tekashi was taken into custody Sunday night at the hotel Balkans del, I don't know how to pronunciate that, in Sanchez, okay? Located in the province of Samana. A warrant was out for his arrest from Las Vegas prosecutors Love Garcia, who is spearheading the whole investigation. Video of the scene of the DR jail where Tekashi was brought to showed chaos. So they're trying to say there was a video. You guys get go online. You see him. He was actually, you can see 6ix9ine being escorted to the jailhouse from beginning, from the house that they got him out of all the way into when they brought him to the police station. There's plenty of footage out there. So when you guys get a chance, go ahead and check out the footage. All right. Now, Garcia, who is spearheading the whole investigation, video of the scene at the DR jail where Tekashi was brought to show chaos. As you can see, folks started screaming at the car. Now, people were screaming at the cop cars that was holding 6ix9ine. People were saying free 6ix9ine. So they love 6ix9ine in the Dominican Republic, contrary to how we feel in America. All right. So now the cop car pulled up with him being brought inside. Some people were even scrambling just to get a glimpse of him. Tekashi reportedly been accused of beating up music producers in the country with a handful of other men. Now, you know, 6ix9ine didn't do that by himself, right? No love. You know 6ix9ine ain't that gangster, right? Now, after allegedly getting into over his new girlfriend yelling. So I don't know if these gentlemen tried to flirt with 6ix9ine's new girl. Like I told you, that used to be Anuel's girl. So apparently him and Anuel have issues. Allegedly. I don't know. Maybe it's squash. Hopefully they two players and they ain't beefing about no chick. Because I don't respect niggas that beef about chicks. You heard me? I try my best not to beef about women, right? So if you do some shit, if I have to put my hands on a nigga about a chick, it's because you disrespected my chick and I'm still with her, but not because I'm jealous, all right? Like I said, nonetheless, 6ix9ine is currently incarcerated in the Dominican Republic. The people were going crazy, pandemonium. People were yelling out, screaming out his name, showing him love because they love him in the Dominican Republic. Mind you now, this kid is Mexican. He's not even Dominican, but he's big in the Latin community. And you could see him being ushered into the precinct where he was at in the Dominican Republic, and it was chaotic. It was chaotic. But 6ix9ine got a chance where he said that he made a post in which he loved the people. He's going to give a free concert in the Dominican Republic for the people. But this is my question, right? 6ix9ine got jumped by some gentlemen, you know, in our city. You know what I mean? I think that was it was Broward. I don't know if it's Broward or Pompano or Palm Beach. It might have been Palm Beach where he got jumped by them gentlemen, right? But you know how Haitians do. I don't see nobody being prosecuted for it. So 6ix9ine is a so-called informant, right? For some reason, he's acting gangster. I don't think 6ix9ine is snitching on everybody. 6ix9ine is selectively snitching on niggas. Some niggas gave 6ix9ine the beats, and I don't think 6ix9ine is going to court on them niggas. Now, I may be wrong, but I haven't heard any recent stories about that case. All right? I haven't heard anything from the gentleman that got locked up for beating down 6ix9ine. And can't say, I was about to say allegedly, but it's on camera. All right. So what I'm trying to say is there's something strange here. 6ix9ine is whooping on niggas. 6ix9ine's doing his thing, but he ain't going to court on everybody. He went to court on Treyway. He definitely went to court on Treyway and Shotty and them, right? He took down Shotty, Mel Matrix, you know what I mean? The whole 9 Trey. But he hasn't took him down anybody as of lately. And he's still getting into altercations. So I think 6ix9ine is still under, I think 6ix9ine is under the impression that he's still a gangster. But how can you be a gangster if you're telling? Hold up, man. Something strange here. How can you be a gangster if you're telling? This is called selective telling. He's selectively snitching. That part, man. Now, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button once more. All right? Like I told you guys before, I'm going to start going on exactly at 7 p.m., all right? I'm going to make sure that I'm on time. I need you guys in the building. We got more content. Make sure you guys are checking out the channel, L.O.T.S approved media. All right, we have some new content. It's called Raise the Frequency. So this is all about getting a higher, it's all about conducting yourself on a higher vibration, right? So it's like an alkaline diet. The alkaline diet is going to help you to vibrate higher, all right? So anything that helps you to vibrate higher, to become your better self, so you can evolve into your better self, that's what we're going to speak about. One of the first subjects that I spoke about was misery love company and why our friends outgrow us. Because I've had times in my life where some of my friends outgrew me because I wasn't maturing fast enough. I can admit that, right? I'm an open book, nonetheless. And I've outgrown a lot of friends. You see the journey that I'm on. There's a lot of friends that probably, a lot of my friends, a lot of my prior friends, a lot of my friends that I had to stop hanging around with, I'm pretty sure they have their own opinion of me, right? But at the same time, like I said, every frequency absorbs and omits the same frequency. Birds of feather flock together. Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. Out of your 5 friends, you become the average. There's a million things that you could say, a million metaphors, analogies that you can use for that. All right. But nonetheless, you do outgrow people. And there's a thing called misery love company. And I always tell you guys, be skeptical of misery love company and people always being on your side. People always, we call them yes men. You guys need to be skeptical of that. But nonetheless, you guys go ahead and check it out. It's called Raise the Frequency Episode 1. You get on the channel and you should be subscribed to the channel at this point. All right. Now let's address this comment section. Planet, God damn it. I've heard rumors that, let me pull this up. All right. I've heard rumors that Jamaica are looking at Skeng as the Jamaican Rick Ross, basically saying he's getting famous off of well-known Jamaican gangster by the same name. Oh, interesting. Skeng, you know I'm rocking with Skeng. That cat Skeng. If you guys don't know, Skeng is a reggae artist, a new reggae artist on the scene, and I think him and Skilly Bang were associated. They were friends. They was all in the same group at one point. I may be wrong, but I think they were in the group at one point. But nonetheless, you don't see these artists working together, like prior, which is typical in any music or anything that you're doing, entertainment, anything that you're doing. Sometimes you don't end off with the same people you started with. But nonetheless, what Planet is saying, that Skeng is using somebody that's somebody's actual name. This is whole Rick Ross thing now, right? Of actually owning your name. I don't know, man. I'm on the ropes with that. Nonetheless, shout out to MMG. And even though I'm the ropes, obviously Ross won in court. So in the courthouse, the judge, the judicial system found that Ross had the right to use Rick Ross's name. So I have doubt. What opinion do I have? But with the Skeng, the only thing I guess, sometimes I guess you would want somebody's what's the name? Somebody's blessings if you're using their name, right? But do you really own your name? Is your name that unique that you own your name? A lot of us have plantation names. So what's so special about your name if you got it from a slave owner? You know what I mean? It's something to think about, right? All right, Make It Happen. Let me see what Make It Happen is saying. What's up, my brother? What's up, brother? Okay, Spring is Jamaican. Is a Jamaican Don in the 80s. He's paying tribute. Skeng, okay. Skeng is a Jamaican Don in the 80s. He's paying tribute. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I know he's somebody. You know how people speak about Dudas. You remember Dudas, right? And Lo speaks about somebody else too. Planet's always telling me about Planet. Who you talking about your people used to work for in Jamaica? Put that in the comment section. Talk about them Jamaican gangsters, them Jamaican dons, all right? There's some dons in Jamaica, and their names ring bells. And I always hear people speaking about them. And I'm Haitian. I'm all the way in America, but I'm always hearing about them Jamaican gangsters. And y'all know how them Jamaicans came in the 80s and tore New York the fuck up. The Jamaicans was the first gangsters out the islands really tearing shit up, all right? They ain't know what to do with Jamaicans. Shooting up everything in New York, you heard? Shout out to my Jamaicans, you know what I mean? And shout out to Skeng nonetheless. You guys get a chance, check out Skeng's music. Like I said, this guy used to run with Skilly Bang. So if you like Skilly Bang, I'm pretty sure you somewhat gonna like Skeng also. But that's interesting. I didn't know that the person that has his name, is complaining. All right, is getting famous. Or what are they trying to say? The person, or they just Jamaicans are saying that he's well-known Jamaican gangster by the same name. He's trying to say they're trying to compare him to Rick Ross. Let me tell you something. Stop right there. If they're comparing Skane to Rick Ross, that's a great comparison, homie. That is a great comparison. All right, because at the end of the day, Skane, at the end of the day, Rick Ross is big. All right, so if you get compared to Rick Ross, that's a good thing. Now, my man, Young Don chimed in. All right, let me see what Young Don's saying. All right, Joshy, not Skilly Bang. Oh, okay. Yeah. Correct me now. Correct me, homie. That's my dog. Yo, listen. So I guess he's not. Damn, but I thought Skang and Skilly Bang ran together, but I must be wrong. I stand corrected. All right, I gotta do my homework. Now he's saying Joshy. I'm not familiar with Joshy. I gotta check out his music, right? And Don, you used to put me up on all the new reggae, homie, and you haven't been putting me up on no new reggae yet. You heard? I'm missing that, bro. So send me some new shit that's going on out there. All right, because you know I'm Haitian, but I still like to be on point. You heard? So when I be around Jamaicans and they think I don't know the music, they think I don't know the words, and yeah, I fuck their head up. I love that shit. I love that surprise. You heard? That part. Now, you guys, like I said before, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Everyone should be subscribing. All right, if you're a reoccurring viewer and you're not subscribed to the L.O.T.S Approved Media YouTube channel, kill yourself. All right? Nah, don't kill yourself. I'm just playing. Don't commit suicide. Don't kill yourself. But do me a favor. Go ahead. You guys make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right? If you're a first-time viewer, you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right? And get acclimated. And once again, this is the most dangerous podcast. Remember, I tell you. Remember, hold up. Let me get some gunshots for them blood clots. Gunshots. Bombs. Gunshots. You heard? That part. L.O.T.S Approved Media, and we out the building. You guys, let me get some outro. Let me get some sweet outro music for the way out. You heard? That part. Hold up. You know we got that outro fully. We blessed, y'all. We blessed to see another Friday. All right? By the grace of God, we was able to meet up with each other today. And like I'll tell you guys, man, the man that says he can, he can. The man that says he can't, he can't. They're both right. These are laws of manifestation that I'm giving you guys, all right? We deal with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding here. So though we're speaking about gossip, remember, there's an objective here, all right? And I hope you guys are learning. When you get a chance, you guys check me out on social network. Check me out on Instagram. Like I said, we're streaming from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And with that being said, we out. We out the building.